Hello, everyone. Welcome to Six Steps to Six Figures. This is a presentation on how to get your Indiana real estate license. So we're going to go through the 6 steps that you need to complete in order to do that. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Step 1 is your pre-licensing course. So there are 2 sections to the licensing course. You've got National Principles in Indiana Real Estate Law. This is a 90-hour course, so 90 classroom hours. You can take this course online or live, just kind of depending on your preferences. Cost can vary, so it can be anywhere from the low 200s, even up into the thousands of dollars. Typically, your online courses are going to be cheaper than your in-person courses. Some questions to ask yourself. Which school will best prepare me for the real estate exam? So we're taking this pre-licensing course to prepare us to take a state exam. So think about what is the best environment for you to learn in. We want to get the most from this pre-licensing course that we can. That takes us to step 2. We've completed our pre-licensing course. We now want to take our real estate exam. When you complete your pre-licensing course, you're going to get a certificate of completion. This is verification that you have taken the course and completed it satisfactorily. We're going to schedule our exam with PSI Exams. So it's psiexams.com. They administer the test for Indiana and several other states, but you'll go to that website in order to schedule your exam. You have 1 year to pass after completing your pre-licensing class. So if you completed your course today and got your certificate, you'd have 1 year from today in order to take and pass your exam. The real estate exam has 2 sections. It's broke up into the same sections that we had for a pre-licensing course, national and state. It's a total of 4 hours. You see it's 150 for national, 150 minutes for national, and 90 minutes for state. You do need to score a 75% or higher for each section to pass. So it's not a 75% total score, it's for each section. If you pass one section but did not pass another, you can retake just that specific section. And again, you have that 1 year window in order to complete both sections. So 75% or higher on both sections. So just general advice, schedule your exam as soon as you complete your pre-licensing course. You don't want to wait any time. That's just more time that you have to forget the information that you learned, and it just makes it less likely that you'll pass the exam. Hopefully you get that knocked out on your first try. We now get to proceed to step 3, which is picking your partner. So your real estate career is a business, so it's important to keep that in mind. You're starting a business and businesses cost money. So you want to get up and running as quickly as you possibly can. So you want to get the most from your resources. As I said, if you're starting a business, time and money are limited. So oftentimes when you're starting a career in real estate, at least it's been this way in the past, and probably even today, they tell you to have at least 6 months worth of savings, because it's going to take that much time for you to ramp up and start generating an income in this business. So you want to get running as quickly as you can. You start with a partner in real estate. When I say a partner, I'm talking about a real estate team or a real estate brokerage. It is possible to be an independent real estate agent. And definitely not recommended to start your career off that way. There's a lot to learn in this business, and you're going to learn that information from your partners. Not all partners are worthy. There are thousands of real estate agents just in our state. There are lots of independent real estate agents. You probably know several yourself. It's very rare to actually run into somebody that doesn't know at least 2 or 3 real estate agents. Not all of them are good educators or good trainers or can really prepare you for a career in this business. So it's best to make sure that you're picking a partner that is worthy, that's going to give you the right direction that you need. Speaking of that, what should you be looking for in a partner? Well, you're looking for somebody with a track record of developing new agents. What's an organization or team that has taken new agents and turned them into successful real estate agents that are still in the business today, hopefully still with that team or with that organization. You're looking for something that's going to give you opportunities to learn and grow. I said real estate is, there's a lot to learn. It's not a difficult business, but it's not easy. There are a lot of different niches, a lot of different angles that you can pursue. And there are lots of things for you to learn. I've been in the business for nearly 2 decades now, and I'm still learning things every day. So that's something you want to look for in the organization that you choose to partner with. Tools and tech to manage your business. There are lots of ways to spend money in real estate. There are all sorts of tools, shiny objects, we call it shiny object syndrome. But there are lots of things that are going to be pushed in front of you as ways to grow your business. But most partners, good partners, are going to provide tools and technology as part of their package to help you get started and help you run your business from day one. Access to industry innovators and thought leaders. There are some really smart people all over the country, and having access to their trainings, their resources, their webinars, their podcasts, those things can really be of great help to you as a new agent, learning the ropes and then trying to figure out what your niche in real estate is going to be. And then, of course, existing sales success to model after. So it kind of falls in line with the track record of developing new agents. But you also want the organization itself to be successful. So there are organizations that have been really good at developing agents, but the organization itself might not be that profitable. So you're looking for something that's both good at developing people and also has a successful model themselves that you can model after. One of the things that Keller Williams provides is called the Keller Personality Assessment. This is one of the tools that we utilize to help identify the strength of incoming agents and also find out if there are some different roles that may be a better fit for them. So even though we're talking specifically about getting a real estate license and starting our career as a real estate agent, most of the people in our organization are trying to build bigger businesses, and a business has employees, it has partners, has other people and other roles that need to be filled. The Keller Personality Assessment is something that was developed by Keller Williams that measures probably not the right term for it, but gives us a perspective of what your personality is and where your strengths are to figure out what's the best job or role for you to potentially fill within the organization. Thousands of real estate agents, I'd venture to say there's probably tens of thousands of real estate agents have now taken this exam or this assessment. And it's constantly updating and taking what those people do, measuring their results, and it helps give us more accurate predictions for people that do take that assessment. So it's especially if you like taking assessments, you'll probably enjoy the results and taking this. How do you get one? So it's oftentimes just part of the hiring process. So anybody that applies to join our organization, for example, we send a link for them to take a KPA just as part of that process. So if you're interested in that, I'll have a link in our description below where you can reach out and we can get a KPA sent to you so you can take that assessment if you're interested in doing that. So after step 3, we picked a partner, right? We've done our pre-licensing course. We've passed our state exam. We've picked a partner. We now need to get our real estate license. We actually need to get that actual document that says we are licensed to help buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. So you're going to take that certificate from your real estate exam. You're going to get the application for your real estate license from your partner. The reason you want to get it from your partner is because there are 2 sections to fill out. You need to put your own personal information on there. And then you also need to put your partner's information on that form on who you're going to be affiliating with. So it's best to get that form directly from your partner because they oftentimes already have their section filled out and you just need to add in your details. You're going to take your certificate of your real estate exam completion. You're going to take the application that you got from your partner where you've added your details, and then you're going to pay a fee, and that is going to get you your license with the professional licensing agency. So that's the process for getting your real estate license. You can deliver it to the professional licensing agency in person or via mail. I recommend doing it in person. You can go down to their office downtown and deliver the application and get your license assigned to you that same day. And if obviously if there are any errors or anything like that, you're there in person and can make any corrections that need to be done. But you can also mail it in if you choose to do that as well, if it's not convenient for you to head downtown. So what else? Even if you have everything you need, check in with your partner before delivering your application. They are your resource and have steps to complete on their end too. And what I mean by that is if going back to getting started as quickly as possible in this business and getting off to a good start, you want to have everything that they're going to provide for you set up and ready to go on day one. So if you give them a heads up, let them know, hey, I'm taking my application in to get my license and be affiliated with you, they can start working on their end to get things ready. So when you step into the office on day one, you'll be ready to go. So now that we are licensed real estate agents, we are able to work with buyers and sellers. It's now time for us to learn our craft. So where to begin? 30, 60, 90. So that refers to your first 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. You should have milestones set for knowledge that you should have. So things that you should know how to do, like working with buyers and sellers, different presentations. You should have different routines in place. So what is your prospecting routine? What's your follow-up routine? How am I time blocking my days? This is your framework for success. So like I said, contracts, you want to know how to write purchase agreements, negotiate inspections, write listing contracts, sales methodologies. So that's how do we actually talk with buyers and sellers? How do we get clients? Marketing strategies, how do we get people to come to us? How do we adequately advertise our properties, including with things like social media? Prospecting techniques, so how do we reach out and find new customers? And business management. I said in the beginning, you're starting a business as a real estate agent, and there's a lot of mechanics that you may not be familiar with, and so there's a lot to learn. There's accounting, there's marketing, there's sales, there's transaction coordination. There's all sorts of different things that it takes to successfully run a real estate business, and so business management is a big part of that. Keller Williams is #1 in training. It's a fantastic organization. There are so many resources. The book here we have on the right, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, was actually the next item on our slide here. It's the book that you should absolutely read before you even get started in real estate. It really gives you a foundation of where your focus, your time, your energies, what your mindset should be getting into this business. It's something I'd wish I'd read when I first started in real estate. I didn't read it till about 7 or 8 years ago. But it's something that really would have helped me out if I had read that on day one. So highly recommend reading this. And it's written by Gary Keller, the CEO of our organization. So, and proven models. So a lot of what even the Millionaire Real Estate Agent talks about are the proven models for success. We want to build on these models. There are people that have done what we're trying to do. There are people that have already been there, and we want to learn from those people and build from what they have learned. We want to stand on the shoulders of giants. So we're gonna start with proven models, and then we're going to use our creativity to figure out how we succeed as individuals. And then another thing that's great about Keller Williams is the large and open network. So we are an international organization, and the openness of that organization is really where the value comes from. You can reach out to real estate agents all over the country. I've even done agents in Canada, and they will share contracts, they will share content, they will share their presentations, they will share their training schedules. You can really gain a lot of value from all the different people in our organization. And so that's something that really helps you as a new agent to help learn your craft. Now that we know how to be a real estate agent, we've made it through our first 6 months. It's now time for us to become a professional. And so we want to transition from learning to growing. So now that we know, hopefully we've got a handful of sales under our belt at this point. And we now want to figure out, okay, how do I turn this into a sustainable growing business? That's hopefully something that I can retire from. We're going to implement good business practices. A lot of this comes from the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. And as you can see on this graph here on the right, or this chart, it's an organizational model for the millionaire real estate agent. We talked a little bit earlier about the Keller personality assessment, how there's all sorts of different roles. Agents in our organization are trying to reach higher levels of business organization, and the agent themselves becomes like a CEO, and they're going to need talented people to help their organization grow. And so there are different roles like listing specialists, marketing and administrative managers, operations directors, transaction coordinators, lead coordinators, marketing, telemarketing, lead buyer specialists. The list is quite extensive depending on what type of organization you have or the organization that you're trying to build. We're in a plan for our future. So a lot of things is keeping our eye on where we're heading, either as an individual or as an organization. So another book that Keller Williams, that Gary Keller has written is The One Thing. And that's talking about what is your number one objective that you're trying to achieve. It doesn't necessarily need to be a business goal, but knowing where we're going. And then the GPS, which is 135. So goals, priorities, and strategies. That one thing is the one. That's our goal. We're going to have 3 priorities. So what are the 3 things that we're focusing on to reach our goal? And then each priority is going to have 5 strategies. So 5 strategies to help us execute that priority so that we can reach our goal. Other opportunities. So growth requires talent. Like I said, looking at this chart on the right, we've got quite a few opportunities as organizations grow. They're looking for people to fill different niches within that organization. So even if we're talking specifically about becoming a real estate agent, but maybe you get into the business and being a salesperson is not something that you particularly enjoy or something that you excel at. There are other opportunities that you can find within our organization. We're looking for leaders, administrators, marketing, technology people, operations directors, things of this nature that are going to help us build a larger organization that allows us to serve more people and provide a better level of service. National network and virtual positions. So not only are there organizations here locally, there are organizations around the country that are looking for good people. And I myself have done virtual roles where I've done consulting and have done administrative work in a virtual situation where I've worked with organizations from across the country to help them with their businesses. So those opportunities exist as well. So to recap, our 6 steps to 6 figures. Step 1 is completing our pre-licensing course, that's the 90-hour course. We're going to then take our real estate exam. We've got the national and state sections of the exam. I need to get a 75% on each section in order to pass, and we have 1 year to do that after passing our pre-licensing course. We're going to pick our partner. Hopefully that's Keller Williams, but you're going to pick who you're going to affiliate with as a new agent. You're then going to get your real estate license. So you're actually going to turn your application in with your fee and verification that you passed your real estate exam. You're then going to learn your craft. So you get that first 6 months where you're going to execute your 30, 60, 90 and figure out where your first year goals are. And then step 6, we're going to become a professional. So we've made it through the initial phase of being a new agent, and now we're trying to create a sustainable business. So hopefully that gives you a good recap or a good process for getting and obtaining your real estate license. Questions, obviously this is a YouTube video, so it's pre-recorded. I'm going to have a link in the description where you can engage me if you have any questions. We'll also have some of our like our job ads down there, and I actually believe we'll have an affiliate link for getting your pre-licensing course scheduled. So check down in the description for ways to ask questions and engage. But thank you for taking the time to learn how to get your real estate license. I hope you gain some valuable insights to the process, and I hope to hear from you soon and hope to maybe even do a transaction with you. So best of luck, and thanks for watching.